Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So the season is coming towards an end. That means the transfer rumours are heating up. And one that's heating up in particular is Min-Jae to Manchester United from Napoli. Now, he has a release clause, which means this transfer shouldn't be too difficult. And the reports at the moment are he doesn't want to remove that release clause from his contract, and he has decided to join Manchester United. And we'll be getting stuck into these Italian reports to find out what the crack is. What is going on with Min-Jae to Manchester United? Is it something that could realistically happen? Is it something that you guys want to happen? Let us know in the comments below. And we'll just get stuck into these reports, and we'll be covering all the latest transfer rumours and reports between now and the end of the transfer window, which, you know, goes on for months. And of course, winding down towards the end of the season and that cup final against Manchester City at Wembley. I cannot wait for that game. I'm really nervous, maybe more nervous than excited, and I'm fearing the worst. Man City completing a double and going on to complete a treble, with Manchester United getting beat in the mix. Oh, it's absolutely horrible, but fingers crossed we can stop that from happening. Now, Manchester United are obviously going to be in the business for centre-backs, or at least maybe, because we expect Harry Maguire to leave Manchester United. He hasn't been involved at all. He's the club captain, so we kind of expect him to leave. And with that expectation, you then assume somebody would be coming in. But because centre-back isn't a position like striker where we're going, Jesus, we need a player right now in that position. And we have Varane and Martinez who are pretty good. It's not something that's crying out to us saying, get us a centre-back. But we do really need a centre-back, if you think about it. Because Varane has been injured at times. And, you know, we can't rely on playing him 3 games a week or whatever it is when the fixtures are rolling thick and fast. Lisandro Martinez has obviously had an injury. He'll be key and he'll be probably the main man. And then you're looking behind that, you got Lindelof. Who else? Do you know what I mean? If Harry Maguire leaves, Phil Jones is finally leaving, all this kind of stuff. So you're getting these players off the wage bill. You're hopefully bringing in a bit of money for Harry Maguire, and therefore making it more of a chance that you can bring in a centre-back. But we really do need to bring in a centre-back. And it's not just a striker, a midfielder, a goalkeeper that we need to bring in. We do need a centre-back as well. It's just maybe not as strikingly as important. Now let's get stuck into these reports. We heard breaking news: Min-Jae has decided to join Manchester United. It's now a matter of details. We heard this from Mattino di Napoli. And I thought, let me check this out. And Sport Witness are fantastic, by the way. They translate these articles and these stories from other countries and from abroad. And it says, their article, Sport Witness. At Sport Witness, we've been covering rumours from Italy for long enough to know when something stands out. Sometimes newspapers seem largely convinced that a transfer is on the way. They clearly trust whatever source is telling them and push the story with that in mind. And that has been the case over the past week with Min-Jae and Manchester United. On the face of it, the transfer isn't an obvious one. Central defence isn't the area of most need for Red Devils, so spending 50 to 60 million euro on an uncertain budget in that department would surely rely on outgoings. Nevertheless, Il Mattino, which is the local newspaper for the Naples area, say intermediaries have convinced the defender to sign for Manchester United, and now it's just a matter of details. The same report says that same intermediaries are also working on getting Osimhen to Old Trafford or elsewhere in the Premier League, with Ten Hag's club said to be leading the race for the striker. Given that claim, there's a chance the two situations are intertwined. La Repubblica say Min-Jae is destined for Manchester United, and Napoli are already looking for a replacement. So it's not just the one outlet that are reporting this over in Italy and in Naples in particular. And they go on to say one of the more intriguing transfer rumours of the moment, and certainly one to keep an eye on. We believe, or we're led to believe, that release clause is 50 million euros, which is about 43 million pounds, whatever the conversion is on any given day. Which, you know, for a centre back who's had such a big season as he has done for Napoli, helping them win the league, being a big part of that. He's only been there one season, and I think they paid around 15 million for him, so they'd immediately be getting like 3x their money But it would be a shrewd and a reasonable deal for a centre-half at his age, at his level, someone that's played, in Italy and done quite well as well. And one of the good things about him is his flexibility. He's right-footed, but he plays at left centre-back. We've had issues with. We know what the manager likes to do with his centre-backs. He likes to have Lisandro Martinez on the left, Varane on the right. If you're swapping someone in, he wants them to match up. Kim Min-Jae gives you that opportunity to be able to switch up on either side, which would be good as well, because if you do have any injuries, it means you don't have to take Luke Shaw out of his natural position to accommodate and cover for those injuries or suspensions or whatever it may be at that time. So he could be a very shrewd signing. Obviously, we're a long way away from making anything happen. Maybe the club have found out that, Harry Maguire is going to X. We'll get this amount for him, and maybe we can reinvest that elsewhere. But also, we can't really say what we're going to do or how much we're going to have to spend or what we're going to be able till we know who the owners are. You know what I mean? Like, we have to find out who the owners are going to be and what our transfer budget is going to be. We know we have to kind of balance the books and sell some players to be able to spend more money, which is going to have to happen. But we don't know who the owners are going to be, so we can't do that. It may be a case, though, that Erik ten Hag is getting all his ducks in line, so that when those decisions can be made on who to sign, the deals are ready to be done. But knowing the Glazers and how much they like to drag their feet, we've had about 3 rounds of bidding. Nobody knows what's going on. That could drag on even further. So you do fear that the Glazers could impact our transfer window by not selling very soon, and therefore that would have a knock-on effect on your transfer business. Now, if Kim Min-Jae has already agreed to come to Manchester United and he's got a release clause, that's easier to do. But what if someone else gets in? Do you know what I mean? And that's the same with any other player that we're going to be interested in. If we're interested in them and we don't know how much our budget is, but they do want to come, they're not just going to wait around, because what if it gets to the end of the transfer window and United don't know what they're going to do yet? So we need that issue sorted out. But I imagine Ten Hag's doing his business and doing his due diligence, because he's a very, very shrewd individual and he's a very good manager. But the Glazers are going to hold things up, unfortunately, as we've seen. So, yeah, we need to hope that comes to an end very, very soon and the ownership situation is sorted out. But, yeah, anyway, let us know your thoughts on this rumour. Do you want Kim Min-Jae at Manchester United? Get your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be back very soon with more content. See you in a bit. Back.